Hi, this is Aaron with Cognitive Edge, and today I'm going to give you a demonstration of the Cognitive Edge Administrator's Dashboard, which is our IT tool for managing and monitoring users, devices, and classes within the Cognitive Edge system. What you're looking at here is our login screen for all of the Cognitive Edge web dashboards, and based on your credentials you enter here, you'll be redirected to the appropriate dashboard. We're going to log in with our admin credentials. Your admin credentials will be provided to you by Cognitive Edge at the time of deployment of your system. And as we log in, we'll see that we have four main areas of monitoring and management. Site admin, which is high-level information about the system. Users, which allows us to manage the users that have access to the system. Devices, which shows us what devices are actually communicating with Cognitive Edge. And then finally, classes, which is a list of all the classes in the system, who they belong to, who's attending them, and whether they're in progress or not. So starting on the Site Admin tab, we start with a lot of high-level information. This will allow you to point your faculty and students to their web dashboards. And then down here we've got tablet background, which shows us the default background that gets pushed out to all tablets in the system. So any device that connects to Cognitive Edge will receive this tablet background. If you'd like to have a custom background that maybe includes your branding and logo, you can upload a new background from your computer and it'll then get pushed out to all devices in the system. Now, Cognitive Edge offers two ways of managing users. For smaller deployments, there's an internal database that allows you to add and remove users one by one. But this is really only good in small deployments because when you get into hundreds and thousands of users, you don't want to be adding them one by one and managing them that way. It makes much more sense to make use of something like LDAP or Active Directory to import a very large database of users all at once. And for this, we integrate with Google Apps for Education, which gives you a connector to be able to import existing LDAP or Active Directory databases and then bring them into Cognitive Edge and use those existing users and that existing user information to tie students and teachers to devices in your system. Now, for this demo, we're using an internal database, so I'm just going to show how to add a new user in Cognitive Edge. So we're going to add Tony Teacher. And we're going to make it teacher. Give them a password and save, and now we've got Tony Teacher in our list of users. Now this user list is filterable, so when you have thousands of users, you can just start typing and it'll filter it out. So if, let's say I want to find anybody with the last name of Student, I start typing Student and it filters it out. Same thing would happen if I wanted to find somebody named Sally. There we go, it's very quick. So this makes it easy to traverse a very large set of users to find information quickly. Now we'll move on to devices. You can see that we have three devices that are currently communicating with Cognitive Edge, and all three of them are assigned to individual users in the system. Now, devices will periodically send a heartbeat to Cognitive Edge with relevant information. You can see from this last update, the last time each of these devices actually contacted the server, and it gave us information like the battery, the location if it gets lost, and then who's currently assigned to it. So if we think that this may have been misplaced, we can click on Locate and it'll put a pin in a map where this device is based on the GPS coordinates. Sure enough, it's in Denver. Now this area, this is actually filterable also, so if you wanted to find one device in thousands of devices by the user that's assigned to it, the MAC address of the device, or any of the relevant information, you can do so. You can also access more information about the individual devices by clicking on it in the list, and this will show us more information such as the type of device it is. This happens to be a Nexus 7, what the storage use looks like, what applications are installed on the device, and then again the location information. So we'll move on to classes. Classes is going to show us, right now we only have one class in the system. It's in progress and owned by a teacher with the last name of Teacher. And if we select it, we can see details about the class itself, such as the passcode to get in. the applications that have been made visible to the students that are attending, and then a list of all the students who are enrolled or attending the class itself. We also have the ability to dismiss individual students or the entire class. This comes in handy when maybe the teacher is left at the end of the day and forgets to dismiss class, and you have students that are currently attached to class but don't want to be anymore. The administrator can log in here, end class, and free up those devices. So that concludes our demonstration of the Cognitive Edge Administrator's Dashboard. We hope that this was informative, and I invite you to check out our YouTube channel for more information on the Cognitive Edge product.